Well, hey y'all, welcome back to RevStoration. Yep, we're in for another adventure today, and guess what? I'm not fishing, and guess what? The old man is back there. So we're gonna have a jam up good time today. This is the old man's, one of his new recent additions. This is a 1968 Ford F250. I mean, she had the 360 model in her. I mean, she's a good looking truck. I mean, let's give her a little, lift up the hood. Let's show them the engine. Let's show them how slick this engine is in this thing first before we look around. Y'all seen, oh my, the old man was working on the hood. There's the engine. I mean, look at that rascal. That thing will purr like a, no, it won't purr like a kitten.
Water in the oil pan.
Even got headers. Yeah, like got a lot of water in the oil pan. So we've got to get all of this, the distributor. We're looking for the distributor.
There's one.
There's your distributor right there. We have a distributor. I don't know if it'll work or not. But here's the engine, of course, that is gonna have to come out. We got one that's gonna have to go in it. This old baby had headers on it, on both sides. Normally they put them on both sides. But y'all, she's got some rust in her. But I mean, she's a F250. That hood's got some rust in it, but it's a F250 hood. And tires stay pumped up on it. Big eight bolt wheels. Eight lug, yeah, eight lug. I'm sorry, old man. He's missing a little bit of trim here. Do you have it on the inside?
I don't know. Look at all them fancy mirrors. Got a mirror on here. Got a mirror there.
Old man said, "Look at them fancy mirrors."
Wide angle mirror. Big old. Look at the lights on top.
Yeah, old man likes his lights on top. Interior ain't in bad shape. Yep, look at there, y'all. She's a granny gear or 4-speed. I mean, y'all look at there. There's your distributor cap.
Yeah.
Got brand new wires. So gas tank don't look bad.
In the back.
Old man says he even got seat belts.
How in the world did somebody put that in there? How'd they get that behind them springs?
That's to stiffen up them springs. You don't want. Got an old big boy sitting in there.
Cover on it, so they put that on there to help.
So y'all, guess what? One of the things we need to do today is we want to make this old truck run again. But of course, that engine in there, I mean, it is it's stuck more than you know, a Ford Escort 2-wheel drive stuck in a mud puddle. I mean, it ain't going nowhere. It's gonna stay there until we get it done. Old man said, "I bet we can turn it over. I bet I can get that one to run." But we ain't gonna worry about that. We're gonna do something else, and I'm gonna show you after the intro what we're gonna do. If having fun was against the law, we would be guilty as charged. All we are is shady shade tree mechanics from Butts County. Yep, the tail end of the world, just having fun. If you're interested in this kind of journey, come along. I'm David, I go by Rev here on YouTube. My daddy, also known as the Old Man, my wife, Nikki T. All we like to do is have fun and enjoy ourselves. So if you're interested in that journey, if you're interested in not learning how to do it, but just seeing the craziness of how we do it, come along for the journey here on RevStoration. All right, y'all, we done had the biggest scare already today. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do. Well, we're gonna work on this engine right over here. Y'all see it? Right there. That engine, we're gonna work on it. I got the engine stand already. We're gonna clean it up. We're gonna spray paint it. We're gonna rebuild it. We're gonna Craigslist rebuild it. I mean, we're gonna get this thing purring like a kitten. We actually got a whole bunch of work we're gonna do to it. We'll show you. We're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna talk about it before we do it. But I told old man, I said, "You got any oven cleaner?" He said, "Oh yeah, over at the shop, I got some oven cleaner." Y'all know we need to clean that shop up. We done said we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. We gotta cut the trees down, gotta clean it all up. We got to working. The old man done moved the tarp over, and we got to finkering and fooling with it. And I heard something going, I said, "Daddy, something's over here." And I lifted up this tarp that the old man just put on there, and I was holding it, I mean, for a few seconds and telling the old man, "What's making that noise? What's making that noise?" And all of a sudden, my eye caught what it was. All right, y'all, we're up here in the old man's shop, and I was telling Daddy, I said, "You seen this snake skin?" And I grabbed it and pulled it, and it was kind of loose, and there is a snake in here somewhere. We've already,
Just let me get that box.
no. I don't know if he's in the box. Because I hear him going, trrr. He was just sitting right on top of that box.
I know it. But
So I don't know if he's in it.
Back in there.
No.
Let me hook this thing.
Well, I don't want to dump it out on both of us. We have been seeing too many snakes here recently to know where this rascal is. Right there. You hear him? Don't hear him or see him.
These books move.
No, well, I didn't want to do that. That's what I didn't want to do. Oh, man, every time I see something moving, I'm jumping like a dickens. But I heard him.
Well, he's coming out now if he ain't got nowhere to hide from. Then he had
It's a copperhead, ain't no doubt. He's poisonous copperhead. I mean, we were looking for engine degreaser for the engine. And
I just had to put that tarp on there. He must have been over in the box. Well, all we can do is.
Oh, there he is. See him?
Where?
There, see his skin right back there. Look at there, y'all. There he is. He's up against whatever's back there. See it right there? See?
No, that ain't him. That's
Daddy, look up.
Over, ain't it?
Look at that right there.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
his
yeah,
head.
Yeah, I see it. Okay, we got to move one thing at a time, or you want to?
There he is. His
right here. You got him.
All right, y'all.
We him or just catch him.
We got the snake.
Want me to catch him?
No, I don't want you to catch him. All right, y'all. We got the snake.
You got his head. I'll move all that stuff where people can see him.
We'll show him to y'all.
You got his. I hope his mama ain't in there.
That's enough to kill you, boys. That snake right there. And looking at this skin.
He's just done it. Evidently.
No, but looking at that skin, it looks like there's a bigger snake in there. But there he is, y'all. We got too many snakes down here. And that is a copperhead.
You smell him?
I hope his mama ain't stinking. So, well, we didn't show you everything that we did to the old copperhead, but he won't be biting nobody else. I can promise you that. But it's making the old man. You want to go over and clean up?
Not the wintertime.
Old man said he don't know if he wants to do that or not.
We found the skin right beside it, and it was long.
It was not for that snake.
Unless that skin stretches, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Old man didn't even know one of y'all awesome people works in an electrical company, and you actually emailed me and said, hey, we want to know what type lights you want. We're going to hook you up. We're going to get all that done. So maybe that'll change the old man's mind. I told him we got to get back to you. We appreciate y'all for being so awesome to us. But here it is. What is it, old man? Ford 360, right?
What they say is.
Look at there. Ain't we glad we put that plastic over top of it?
Yeah, but we'll see.
So, I think we're going to paint them valve covers back what they were.
Black.
Yeah.
Blue and black. Yeah. I'll go with that.
Old man said the engine's blue and the valve covers are black, which is probably what the 360 is supposed to be. There she is. She's got a distributor on this one.
Yep, sure do. I didn't think you had one.
There she is.
We know it ain't locked up because we tried it before I made the deal.
Yep, we done turned it.
Look how easy it turns.
This thing turns slick as a whistle, don't it? I'll tell you, don't make no noise. Look at it. I mean, that
Ain't
thing.
got no noise in that thing.
No noise at
You know
all.
what? I hope we didn't try to do that to see if this thing was locked up before we bought it.
And we done bought another water pump. I don't know why in the world we bought one.
I bought one just in case we wanted it.
Well, we'll put it on there. That's a big old water pump.
Yeah.
Your fuel pump's missing. But there it is. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna jack it up. I'm gonna get it jacked up. We're gonna get it in the old man's truck. We're gonna boogie it down right down the road here. We're gonna slide it halfway down the old man's driveway. I'm gonna jack it up again and hold it on the engine stand, and we're gonna spray it off and clean it as much as we can on the engine stand. And then we're on the engine hoist, the cherry picker. And then we're gonna bring it back off the cherry picker. We're gonna roll it down and we're gonna put it on the engine stand. And then we're gonna commence to taking it apart, doing the things we gotta do, getting it painted, getting all that done. So that's the plan. Scared me, y'all. squeeze it. Hey y'all, I went to a yard sale on the way down to Ole Man's this morning, and I bought a 1955 Chevrolet, and I also bought a 1966 Fairlane. There's the Fairlane. There's a 55 Chevy Nomad. Woohoo, that's slick, ain't it? $4, best deal in the world. Y'all, I just scared the old man to death. I was moving this in here, and I need to get old running start. Y'all see I was spinning out? He thought I done clipped the old Chevrolet back there. He didn't know my driving skills. All right, so he's gonna back his old Chevrolet right down here, and we're gonna get the engine up in the air right here, and we're gonna clean it right here. Spray it off. That's the plan. But you had a what?
Cart to go with my pies.
Well, I got one over there covered in snakes. You want to go get that one? All right, y'all. This ain't perfect. We done lost one bolt out of it, but it was just sitting in there. We just had it wedged in. So what we're gonna do now is just get the weight off his truck, and he's gonna drive out, and we're gonna spray her down and clean her off as much as we can. And then we're gonna move her right over there and put her on that engine stand of mine.
This ain't sitting straight, so be careful. Once I get out from under it, we need to lower it a little bit. All right, it's out.
No, I don't want it dragging now. See, it's still dragging. I don't want that thing.
The truck's coming up fast.
Yep.
Don't let it.
All right.
Door fall in.
All right. Go drive out. It's good.
You just don't get on this side.
All right.
Unless you want to get right here and help hold it.
Head out. It ain't moving. You lost your tailgate. I wasn't gonna catch no Chevrolet tailgate. If it'd been a Ford, I'd have ran up there and caught that thing, but just kidding, y'all. Here's the engine. She's dirty. I mean, she's real dirty. I mean, it might be hard to see, but yep, she's dirty. Got a little bit of oil leakage on it. I mean, she's been used. I don't know what, that's just water. That's where water's got out. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna, look at there, she's already cleaning up. I'm just gonna hit it with this engine degreaser. I'm talking about I'm gonna hit it now. We're gonna get it good and on there everywhere we can. And we just gonna soak her down and let her sit a minute. I mean, that's got some old rat nest right there. We just gonna soak it down as much as we can and where we can. After we get her good and soaked, I may even jack up one side so I can get the underside of this. And then we're gonna hit her with the old man's sort of pressure washer. It ain't a real pressure washer, it's a sort of pressure washer.
You just wonder if that starter up yonder is
Yo, isn't that cool? We're down here working on this thing, and all we think about is getting that joker started. We're gonna crank it up on the engine stand.
Oh, come on.
Hey, your flywheel's got teeth eat up in it. This one does. Might have to use the other flywheel. All right, y'all, here's one spray of the degreaser, and like I say, just a little bit that I can tell. I mean, it's gonna do all right. The old man is getting his Stanley steamer, his old Stanley pressure washer-ish going, and I'm gonna let him do the spraying, and we'll see what we can come up with. Well, if you see we're missing maybe not. Yeah, we gotta, maybe it's just dirty. Maybe the teeth ain't bad on it.
Yeah, we gotta inspect it too, huh?
Oh yeah, that'll do it right there, old man. That needs some Vialis.
Oh, I ain't even turned water on.
That's why that thing's screaming at you. Here comes boogity boogity. All right. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. Yeah, hit it, old man. Get on in there. All right, it's coming on. We thought before we did too much more spraying, we were gonna get some of this junk off of it. Some of the heavy buildup, we probably should have already popped off. The old man gave me an old knife. So I'm just gonna scrape any of these areas. And of course, whenever you're working around an engine stand like this, you better, and when I do mean you better, have the balls of your feet ready to go. Because if this baby starts coming down, you better be ready to get out the way. I mean, it's got some build up. I mean, really the rough spots, I mean, it's down in there. Got some holes there. So we're just getting all this broke off. So when the old man hits it, it'll just come flying right on out. Oh, there's a whole clump of something. Look here. All right, y'all, so first spray, it didn't came off fairly clean. Old man's got an old block of something. He's doing the old one grit. Oh, old brake shoe. That's rascal rubbing it with a brake shoe. I got the old whirly whirl here, so I'm gonna hit what I can, and then we're gonna spray it again with cleaner. And then after we get the cleaner sprayed on, then maybe we'll put it on the engine stand and start disassembling. But we need to get her clean as much as possible before we start pulling stuff off. So see y'all in a minute. All right, y'all, fairly clean, but me and the old man done figured out we ain't even supposed to be operating this thing. What does it say, old man?
It says a minimum.
A minimum.
2 physically fit adults.
That's the problem.
Are required to assemble and operate the engine crane.
We're 2 adults, but that physically fit.
Physically fit. Mentally either.
Yeah.
Maybe one of us, but not me.
The old bellies, I tell you, these bellies are telling us we ain't supposed to be working with these things. I didn't know you had to be a muscle man to do this. All right, y'all. Old man says the old engine's been rebuilt, and it may have. Of course, we see they wrote 360 on the crank. So there she is. So now we're getting ready. Now we shouldn't have any issue getting the engine stand on, we assume. It has not been easy. We should have took the flywheel off. Around that engine like that. All right, y'all, we sort of got it on this half-ton engine stand, and it's on there, but it ain't really level, and we got a lot of work to do to it. It leaked a little bit of oil off back here, and the old man's concerned about that. Is it leaking it out of the oil pan itself? Out of the bottom where it drains?
Can't tell. All I see is right there.
That don't look oil to me. He said he thought it was coming out the main, but I don't see it. I don't see anywhere where it was leaking out of the main. I don't know where it was coming out. I think that, I mean, we just put degreaser on it and sprayed it.
Coming out somewhere. Oh well.
The whole, oh, look at this. All that right there is oil, wet oil. See that?
Okay,
wet oil right there. So it's just coming out the side of the oil. Ooh. Looks like wet oil coming out this whole side over here, old man. Hope your block ain't cracked. Get over here and look at it. I think that's just where oil was sloshing up on it.
We had the motors almost straight up and down.
Yep, that right there is probably, see that? Just don't wipe it off. I want you to see it wet.
Well, I want to see a crack.
See it right there? And all that is wet oil. I don't think that's correct. I know it ain't. Ooh, wrong way. Yeah, I like this old rascal. I think you got a bent fan blade, old man.
Look like it could be.
That's the one that reaches up and cuts your finger. We're putting everything on this.
He's about 15 yards, don't we? We'll go get some little butter dishes and label them as we go.
Oh, I don't know. All that. Old man worried about all the accessories. Looks like somebody's been in this engine. Some of them got washers, some of them ain't. All right, the top two on the water pump are the long. Well,
Yeah, Ford just like on the water pump.
they're not. You was covering all up. I'm sorry, y'all. The old man's just blocking every bit of y'all.
They don't want to see you nowhere. They want to see
I
me.
don't see your backside.
Whatever it might be.
All right, y'all. Step one of disassembly. I mean, they look. You got some gasket you left on there.
No, I don't think I was yes.
Look like they run some oil in it. At one time, they might have changed it about 3 times. So valve covers, valves don't look bad. I mean, you don't see any. Anytime I look in these old Fords, I want to see something shiny. You know, if you got a shiny head where some of these have walked, but don't look like they have. So this side don't really look all that bad. I mean, it's dirty as a dickens, but we knew that. I mean, this ain't like it's a little 20,000 mile running engine. I mean, this engine's been run, but we're gonna run it some more. So now we got to pull the harmonic balancer off. It's got pulleys on the harmonic balancer, but I think I can pull it without taking that off. So I got to get the harmonic balancer off, then we can pull the timing chain cover. All right, y'all, we're gonna tap and get this off. Oh, just tap it. Oh, okay, well, that'll work. Whew,
Ready?
Get it off. She had a little bit of moisture in her, but not bad, just a little bit there.
Well, moisture is because you sprayed through this hole.
Yeah, well,
Ooh, look at all that.
I didn't spray on it long enough to, yeah, I'd say it had needed oil change about
100,000 miles ago.
a few times before it had it. There she is. She got a little, oh, she does got some slop in her, so I would say,
Yep, it's time.
All right, y'all, we're dropping it off right here. Old man's gonna tap it. Hurry up, 1%. There she is. She still got a little sludge in it. Ain't too bad.
That little bit didn't run out because the motor wasn't level.
A little bit of sludge, but I don't see a lot of. We still don't have top dead center yet. Got a little issue over here where it looked like oil is draining down right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Maybe it's moisture or something down in there. Oh no. Oh man, look at here. It's all the way through. I'm making the oil come out right now. See it right there? Y'all look at that. I'm making oil slosh. Put a little weld on it, I guess. Put a bigger weld on it than that, because that's ugly as a dick.
I ain't worried about it as long as the hole's covered up.
Y'all want to see my signature weld? Look at it. Oh boy. Look like I put about 17 boogers on it. But if it's holding, because there's no pressure there.
I mean, oil filter.
All right, y'all, that's an ugly weld. But you know how good that weld is? It ain't leaking oil no more. So we're good to go on that. So the old man wants to, so do we want to put the oil pump and everything on it now? I'll do that.
That's what I'm saying, get the oil pan back on there.
No, we're gonna paint. We gotta paint the whole thing, right?
Well, let's paint it before we put the oil pan on.
I think we're gonna clean it off again now that we get it up. We're gonna get this motor mount off. Let's clean with this. Let's clean this side, then we'll spray it off again.
Because this motor mount's broke on this side.
Well, hey y'all, guess what? It's been about an hour since we last saw y'all. We've been sitting here letting this motor dry. Not really. I have probably welded a spot. There's a little casting hole right around right there. Don't look at that now. I've welded it
at least 2 dozen times.
Pretty close to 2 dozen times, and every time I'd hit it with water, y'all know what it'd do on the other side? It'd squirt right through. So we're going the, you won't even know it, but we're going to JB weld route on both sides. And then will JB weld work on the engine? It says it's steel reinforced. Will it work, Ole Man?
Last chance. If not, we'll have to grind it off and find a hole and put a little bolt in it. Drill tap a hole.
Guess what we decided we're gonna do? We have determined that it has been this way. This block ain't rusted a hole in it. It's been this way from the time it came from the factory. So, because of that, if it starts leaking again, oh well. But we're gonna stop it for a little while. So we're gonna let this dry. All right, y'all, first coat always a light one. Always a light coat. That's your sticky coat. You just want to make sure it's gonna sticky. All right, y'all, I'm gonna show y'all how we bend out our oil pans. This oil pan we got now, we're cleaning it out. I cleaned it out fairly well. It's covered in sludge. I've already beat some of these dents out, but if you look in there, there's a dent like right there. So, old man, you hold this right here. And what I do is I put an edge on it and just hit it with a hammer. And it'll pop that dent out. Got one right there, watch it. Yep, pop it right on out. That's probably pretty loud for y'all, but got one there.
Yep, it's out. Don't poke a hole in
it. Hey, we can weld it. We can weld it back out. There's one right there. Pick it up on the
outside.
Yep,
right there.
Look at that.
Turn it over and see what it looks like. Ooh.
Looks like a brand new one. Still got a little ding there.
Dent in the round part. You probably want to get that out. Square piece of 2x4.
Oh man, that gave me a challenge. Just light coat at the top first. Oh, we'll paint that too.
That's a clutch.
Pivot arm.
Pivot arm.
A pivot point. I don't know if it's pivot arm or what.
Call it exactly, but that's a ball that he taped up. Put the clutch arm pivots on.
It'll be ugly, but it'll be less ugly than it was, won't it, old man?
Yeah. Well, it looked like it's rebuilt even if it wouldn't.
Yeah, that's right. That's Craigslist rebuilt. Can't nobody argue with that. Let me tell y'all what I did the other day. We had Relay for Life last night, and I was driving Old Puddin', and me and JC were just kicking it down the road. Nikki T and Ray they went to a concert in Atlanta, so we were going to the Relay for Life. Our church had a team, and we were kicking it down the road. And I looked down, and I noticed Old Puddin' was running out of gas. I told JC, I said, JC, I need to stop at the gas station. And I went past the gas station. I looked over at JC. I said, JC, that just stinks. You smell that? He said, smell what? I said, we just passed gas. I'm sorry, y'all. That was horrible. He laughed because he didn't understand what I was saying. Yep, but we passed the gas station, so we had to turn around and go get some. I'm sorry. That was bad. All right, y'all, we getting the oil pump. If we're this far, we might as well, right, old man?
Yep, we don't know how new it is, but we're gonna put a new one on it.
Yep.
We're gonna put one of them Bill Elliott melons on it.
Oh yeah, old Bill. Now we awesome Bill from Dawsonville fans. We like Chase, just don't like what he drives. Hold on, no, get that off. I'd get this off afterwards.
Okay.
Because we don't want, it's probably gonna have pressurized oil in it, and that oil's probably gonna drip. So you pull it off this way, don't get it on the side of my new
These things
engine.
do not have no washer in it. You see that, right?
No washer.
No washer on either boat.
Yep.
So be careful taking that. We don't want the shaft to come out of the thing. So
I'll hold it down. Tap it. You gotta tap it with a hammer or something. Tap it where you drive right there.
oh, it was yours. I wasn't gonna do it.
But don't tap me. There you go. Now he's cooking with
Oh,
grease.
it's loose. So.
All right, pick her up.
You got it?
Yep.
You sure?
Yeah. All right, there she is. Just putting the first new part on it. You want to clean them off? Did y'all see that? You clean them off again, old man. Clean them threads. Oh, there you go. I'll hold the button. You just
No.
One. We've already got our new oil pump on. We've got pickup cleaned and ready to do more picking up. I just can't keep the old man's hand off his tape. So
Ready to take off?
pull it off, old man. Pull it off. He is just he's like a kid in a candy store.
It's already. We just could have wrapped it up and blew it. Forward blew now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hit it right here. Get all this.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, that done blended in. Hey, hold on. Get off your little remanufactured tag. It ain't still sticky, is it? You still didn't get it all. I'll get it. Oh yeah. Man, that thing looks rebuilt already, don't it, old man? Yep, she's looking good. All right, y'all, we got enough RTV on this thing right here. Huh?
Give me that rag on the ground.
Yeah, we got enough RTV. It'll hold, and now you got RTV all over it. Look at it, got all over it.
You don't know how to put it on there.
Yep. So, we got enough RTV. It'll do this 360. We got enough on there for 427. Old man's gonna wipe it out. Hey, wipe it out, old man. He's gonna clean it out, wipe it out. We're gonna get the oil pan on. All right, y'all, so there she is. So far, we've got new oil pump. Of course, got everything painted on this side. When I come back, won't be tomorrow. Tomorrow's Sunday. Probably even won't be Monday, because Monday I've got a funeral unless I can come afterwards. But we're getting all this done, and we'll flip it over. We'll drain the oil, a little bit of water that may be in there now. I don't know. You want to turn it over before I go?
Yeah, we probably don't need to let it sit in there, because we got water down in the top of them pistons.
Yep. So we're gonna do that before I go, but I'm getting ready to go. Hey y'all, day 2. Here we are. We're back at the old man's place. Of course, if you can look back there, you can see there's some grass cutting needs to be going on. The old man's been taking care of my mama, and I hadn't been down. He's actually got about 15 lawnmowers that needs a first start on. Needs some belts. What else, old man? Needs all kind of stuff on his lawnmowers, but he's got one of them running, so we're gonna get some of that done. But yep, we got to finish. Wait, where is it? Yep, we got to finish that thing right there. Here it is, the old 360. We've got it. Huh?
We'll work on it right here.
Yeah, we'll flip it over here. So we got I got my engine stand here. All this blue paint is looking good. You can't even see it. Can we see where that rust hole was? Can y'all see a rust hole? Nope, it was over here somewhere. That old JB well with the paint over top of it, you can't even see it. That was casting. You can see all these casting bubbles right there and right there. Man, can't believe that. So we're gonna flip this old engine over, and we need to clean up the other side. We need to do a lot of painting today, a lot of cleanup today, a lot of assembly today. we hope that we can at least have this engine assembled and ready to be installed, except the flywheel. Flywheel's got to be turned. We've got to pull the other engine. We got at least part one. We want to get the engine put together.
Of course, we got all the old trucks to look at, see what it's supposed to look like.
We got 3 trucks with 360s up here. We have a 1 disassembled 360 up here. So we're gonna go look and see if we can find any parts that maybe don't need as much cleaning as the parts we got down there. So we can go on and get those prepared, cleaned up, and ready to be painted. Old man, you know, old Pirate told me the other day how he, you know, he's cheap, and he always likes to buy his ships on, you know, real cheap. You say, you know why? He said, because they always on sale.
On sale?
Sale. That was horrible, y'all. That was a bad one. Whew. All right, here we are. This is the truck where, of course, the engine's gonna go into. Man, look at them amber. We need to get some. We don't have the covers that go over the headlights.
I don't know.
All right, y'all. I think we got at least a few parts that we could use. So we'll look around and see what else we can come up with. We'll see y'all in just a minute. All right, y'all, we're at that fun part where we're spray painting old stuff and new stuff and making it all look new. Of course, we got a new water pump here coming into the shade. Got the fan, cleaning up the valve covers. They're all going to be black, so we're painting the black stuff black, and then we'll come back with the blue. All right, y'all, one of the cool things that I like whenever working on these old rigs is when you sand the rust off, because all ours have still got rust on them. We don't get them where they're already been done. We get them where they're rusty. But if we look down here, of course, this is part of the alternator bracket. If you see, it says C8 AE, that's 68. If you turn this part of the bracket off, C8AE, or C8AE, yep, that's it. Turn this pulley over, I'm sure we could find on this pulley. Yep, there it is. C8AE. So that's a pulley. So every one of these, of course, you get them like this, and you can see Fomoco there, but I can't see the part number on it. But when I clean it up, you'll be able to see the part number on it. So to me, I just like that. C68, 68. So all this is original equipment. Yep, just so y'all know, we found C8AE on this pulley as well. I don't know if it works that way with y'all, but I always do some exfoliating whenever I'm doing this. Man, that thing jumps out of that pulley and grabs your skin. You see why it pulls all that rust off, because it'll pull that top 15 layers of skin off. Woo-hoo-hoo! You learn what not to do, and then you do it again. So I'll have her cleaned up in a minute. She'll be crusted over, and I'll hit it again. See y'all in a minute.
What we need to do, find something on that side and put the chain all the way out on the very end and help us.
The old man's gonna get back in a minute, and he's gonna say, boy, what you been doing? And I'm gonna say, like Forrest Gump stood a running, I'm gonna say, I've been painting and painting and painting, and I just kept painting. Well, hadn't painted much on the engine over here, but boy, I sure have over here. We got just some linkage. I painted black, timing cover, painted blue. That's a distributor hold down kit. All this has been painted black over here. All that has been painted black. A little bit of work cleaning it all up. I didn't grind my hand. I did get my finger one good time. Got a few more things I got to get painted. But y'all, have you ever noticed this? When you work in somebody else's shop, this old man's place, I ain't got nothing to blow the top of this motor off. I'm gonna wait on him, let him check top dead center, make sure we don't have no future discussions about that, and then we'll tape everything off after we get the distributor out and get all that cleaned up. Y'all, this black here just helps it out. Boy, it covers so well. Just always just put on a little light coat first. Then I go over it again. Then I put a good old thick coat on. And even all those deep scratches, they won't come out, but it'll look better than it does now, I can promise you that. The old man won't mind it at all. He don't normally paint nothing on his. If we were redoing this engine, he'd have threw that joker in there. And it just smoked, and he just said, see, you see all that work we did that we didn't have to do, now we got to go back and rebuild it. So we see where the distributor is, and I'm just going to pull old said distributor out. And I mean, look at that, y'all. That's some good oil changing right there, old man. Look at that oil change. I mean, it's just deck upon deck upon deck of oil. That don't look too good, y'all.
I wonder if that other distributor looks any better.
Well, we can clean that.
The gears go.
We can clean that distributor off. I mean, it's whoo, don't look down in there, folks. I don't reckon these rascals ever change this oil. Cause we broke junk off all down in there. Paint a dirty engine, you just gotta add more paint to it. So we got 14 cans, not 14. We got, oh, don't get it out of time now.
Well, we may have to put it back in time before I take it all the way out.
There you go. How you do it?
Now we do need to turn it some back.
Oh, that'd be fine. Come on, you good. You good. We'll put it on just like that. Cause you ain't turning it now. All right, the old man's got the lobe out. That's
crazy. I thought you cleaned this engine.
I didn't clean the inside. We will eventually. Now don't be dirtying up all my pretty blue now. Or your pretty blue. You bought it all.
Yeah. Okay. There we go.
Y'all see how I did that? That's trick. That's trick photography right there. I let the old man get it good and loose, and then I just stick my hand in there and pull it right off. One of us got it. We both got it on, but one of us got it on all the way. We ain't got it done yet. I'm gonna do a little bit more. That's on there, old man. So we're ready to start doing all the water pump and everything there and start putting things back together. We probably need to go wash our hands because now we're going in reverse. So, old man, you want to go wash our hands and then go from there?
Yes, no, we're gonna get grease on everything.
All right, we're going in, wash our hands, gonna get something to drink, and then everything is in reverse. We still got to wash that distributor.
Yep.
All right, y'all, we've already put the new seal. Man, I need to pop some paint on the underside of that so when we change the oil we can see. And the old man just set that right on top of that freshly painted engine. But we're gonna get our seal. We're gonna get this side in and make sure. Is that in all the way? Is the bottom in all the way? I put that in. Does that look like? All right, looks like it's in all the way. Okay, y'all, if this looks like a mess, it's because it's a mess. But I'd rather it be a mess that now than when we put oil in it and then it's some water in it. So we've got blue silicone because that's what the old man had. All we're doing is holding the gaskets in place, and then the timing chain cover is going to go on here in just a minute. I've got to doctor this side up, and then the timing chain cover will go on, and hopefully she'll seal. Well, all right, y'all, we had where's the old man? There he is. Well, we had a fun time today. We got a bunch done. I got a meeting to run and get to, but this is where we're at. I mean, what you think, old man?
It's looking pretty, but
she's gonna purr like a kitten in the next episode. Hopefully we'll have everything on it. The next episode we'll get everything done. We may order a new distributor to put on it. We need a carburetor. We got all the hoses, but most of the rest of the stuff that we're gonna do, we just don't want it to get in the way. So most of the rest of it we'll probably leave off until we install the engine. Valve covers, we may go on and put, valve covers are just hanging. But boy, I like that black and blue. I mean, that's a good black and blue in a red truck. I mean, it's gonna be a good looking engine. So this is this 360 is gonna purr like a kitten. The old man's gonna actually show you another accessory that'll go on it. We'll actually slide that, go straight up and down with it.
It goes over there. I say, no, I thought it went on top.
Yep, it's gonna, that'll go right there with a new hose. I mean, so we got a lot of goodie left. We got everything else painted over there, our fans and our extra pulley that goes on here. Got a new water pump, got a new oil pan, got a new oil pickup. Old Man even got 2 new radiator hoses for it. The tough thing is, y'all, I don't think we got a radiator. But we're gonna have a good time in the next one. We're gonna have to jerk that old one out. The Old Man's gonna have to get a clutch. Between now and then, he's gonna have to get the flywheel, pressure plate flywheel. He's gonna have to get it turned, or we're gonna look at the other one that we take off. I don't know how we're gonna do it. Hey, but y'all, next episode, you'll see more of the Ford 360 and the 1968 4-speed with a granny gear. She's gonna be fun. So we thank y'all so very much for watching. For me and for the Old Man, we love y'all. We thank you. If you're not subscribed, hey, consider doing it. We enjoy having a good time together. We love y'all. We thank you. We know no way of closing any of these and saying deuces. And may God bless.
Look out.
Hey, we want to thank y'all again for watching this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can do so by clicking this button down below, or you can watch a video that may be suited for you or a recent upload here down below. So once again, we thank you for watching. Deuces. May God bless.